I'm a prime example of applying what motivational speaker says, right? One sentence out of our entire speech drove me to create all this. Welcome to my new show, Let's Review with Elvy, where we review books, movies, and TV shows. Yes, I was talking to you about apply what motivational speaker said. If you are a fan of Paint and Spill, you know that one of the driving force behind Paint and Spill is one sentence out of a motivational speech that I heard. The speaker said, you have what you need to survive. You have what you need to survive. And that has stayed with me for 1 year and a couple months. And I'm taking it to you today. I'm showing it to you in live and in living colors. I took that quote and run with it, and so can you. So today on Let's Review with Elvy, this is our very first episode, and it's a book review. Yes, a book review. Now, the funny thing about this thing is I had to laugh because when I was going to school, Denby High School, of course, you know, they drop a aqua all day, every day. Can't go without aqua pride. When I was going to the high school, I couldn't write an essay, not essay, oh my god. I couldn't write summaries. Miss Webb, if you are watching this, you can testify you are my English teacher. I couldn't write summaries. My summaries were as big as the stories. And so it's so funny that now I'm having a book review show where I have to give you summaries. So well, we're reviewing the book already, so let's just go. So today, in the very first episode of Let's Review with Elvy, I'm reviewing my very, very, very favorite book. This book is entitled Move Your Boss. Move Your Boss by my favorite educator, my favorite businessman, my favorite social media person, Mr. Ron Clark. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, so the format of this show is make it me too comfortable. Like, tell me if you like the set idea. Like, I just wanted this to be something somewhere comfortable. You know, we read books that comfortable. So I wanted this set to be somewhere comfortable where I could just relax and give you my honest opinion about these books. So in this series, it will be 6 books, 6 shows. The very first book is Move Your Boss by Mr. Ron Clark. So Move Your Boss is written by Mr. Clark. He's an educator, a businessman, and he is so phenomenal. He created the Ron Clark Academy with the co-founder Kim Bearden. They are phenomenal. They do nothing ordinary. Everything they do is extraordinary. He has high expectation for his children and for his staff. So, you know, once I love somebody, I love them. So I follow all his staff, not all, most of his staff on social media. I love their work. Once I love your work, I'm going to follow you. So I follow Mr. Clark, I follow the school, I follow the teachers, and everywhere I go, I tell people about Mr. Clark. I was introduced to Mr. Clark when I was doing instructional technology at NCU, and my teacher K. Boswell Lewis, also has a YouTube channel. You should go over there and check it out. I'm going to put the link in the description. I just want to thank Mrs. Boswell Lewis for introducing me to such an awesome man. And okay, wait. Let's talk about the book. So let's talk about the book. So the book was written by Ron Clark, illustrated by Philippe, I hope I get the name correct, Philippe Philippe Pitet Roulette, illustrated by I love the illustration on the cover because it gives you the essence of the book. So the book is Move Your Bus, and you can see the yellow bus, but what do you see is legs, and that's the essence of the book. In the book, am I ready to talk about the book? Let's just talk about how we source, how I came about this book. Everywhere I go, I talk about Ron Clark. When I was in teaching practice, every new teacher that I meet, when I'm in the staff room, every interview that I do, I bring up Ron Clark because he's such an inspiration, and I wish I was half the educator he is. So during my interview for the NBA school, I told Mrs. Joel about Ron Clark, and in 2019 she went to a conference and he was a presenter. Yes, he was a presenter, and she gifted me this book. Now listen, I'm not even lending my mother this book. The only way I give away this book or loan out this book is if I become a principal, and if I become a principal and there's a teacher just like me, that's the only way I'm gifting this book, and it's gonna be more on cry. So this book says, to Miss Elvy Soltau from your principal Janice Gerard, keep that indomitable and innovative spirit blazing all the places you go. Like if I become a principal, which may not really have my eye on it, but you know life can change anyways. If I become a principal, I'm gonna start a tradition and give this book to a teacher that is innovative and creative just like I am. So this book is my most prized possession. Thank you, Mrs. John. I don't know if you want people to know your business, but thank you so much for this book. Alright, let's get into the book now. Back to the cover to get into the book. So the title is Move Your Bus, and if you look at the illustration, you can see a yellow bus, but you see legs on the bus. Okay, Mr. Clark, in his book, it's copyrighted, so I don't think I'm gonna read anything out of it, even though I have some highlighted points, right? In this book, he likens who is this book for? This book is for educators, business people, leaders, and people who just want to improve themselves. So the main concept is a bus, and the bus doesn't have any engine. There's no engine, so the bus will only move if you move. The bus will only move if you move. So he described the main characters in this bus as the driver, the walker, the driver, the runner, the jogger, the walker, and the rider. Now, imagine a bus with no engine. Do you want somebody who is just riding? No. You just sit on dead weight. So the riders who we would categorize in Jamaica as they don't do nothing. They don't move. The walkers, them do little bit, minimal effort. The joggers, they are steady, slow and steady. But the runners are the real fuel to the bus. The runners keep the bus moving. The runners keep right. You understand? And the driver now is the director of the bus, right? So in this book, he describes the runner, he describes the jogger, he describes the walker, and he describes the walker and the rider. Now, as a leader, let us cut the bus from a leader's perspective. As a leader, you want people who are running on your team, people who show initiative, people who go above and beyond, people who come to work and give quality service, people who are reliable, people who can multitask. So those are the runners, people who are innovative. He tells you how to manage a runner, not to be, as a leader, you're not supposed to be threatened by a runner. You should appreciate the runners, and they will take your bus. They will run even faster than they were running before. And let me just finish from a leader perspective. What else? I made some points that I wanted to bring to you about. Sorry to be skipping the page like this. Too many plans all in all in one book. I tried to put the review notes in a separate book, but I didn't have the review book with me when I was reading the book. So alright, here are some things that I wanted to mention in about this book. In the book, he advised us. Why am I talking about the book like I don't love the book? Alright, let's go. I'm kind of nervous a little bit. I wanted to do this book justice. So alright, the book is divided into 3 parts. The first part, get on the bus, how to accelerate, how to map out the route. So I was saying that as a leader, you want runners on your team, and runners keep the bus moving, and especially if they're running in the right direction. And joggers, as a leader, you need to keep the joggers motivated. And the walkers now, I don't know, I don't remember what he said about getting the walkers to run. But when I was reading this book, I was trying to find which category do I fall into, because I like to self-evaluate. If you see a problem with me, I should already know that I have a problem. So I try to evaluate myself often. So I was here reading the book and I was wondering, am I a runner? Am I a jogger? Am I a walker? Or am I just riding? You know, me ask myself that. I don't think I'm riding, but I'm not sure I'm a runner, because I still have room for improvement. So I'm not jogging either. I'm a little I'm moving between jogging and runners. So as a leader, support the runners, motivate the joggers, let them know you see that now. Affirm the joggers, motivate the walkers, and I don't know what you're gonna do with the riders. I don't know what you're gonna do with the riders. I was thinking about it, that the riders can become joggers if they realize that they are riders, or if they care about the job. So it's also, and then so that's from a leader perspective. You support the runners, affirm the joggers, motivate the walkers, and I'm yet to figure out what you're gonna do with the riders, and probably keep them off your bus. Basically, that he said that if you are able to keep them off your bus, keep them off your bus. If you are the leader. Now, if you're not the driver now, you're not the leader, you're one of the members on the bus, and he also tells you how to if you're a jogger, how to become a runner. If you're a walker, how to become a jogger in the book. First thing, he talks about getting there early. I'm late a little. I have issues with lateness. This is not about me. This is about the book, and I'm reviewing the book. So get there early. Wear good clothes. Listen, your clothes is important, and I know this, but I try. Sometimes I close them now, but I try. But with my clothing, it's a statement. I don't know if you noticed, but my clothes is a statement. And I'm saying, with the statement that I'm giving is shop locally, and Afrocentric things are good. So my clothes is a statement, but that's the statement that I chose. But remember that when you are showing up for work, even for yourself as an entrepreneur, show up early, wear good clothes, and this is very important. This is very important. Saying hello is very important. I try to say as many hello as possible. If I don't tell you hello, something wrong. I will say something I'm gonna make me ear, or we don't trust you. But saying hello is a tool that I also use, and there's this important chapter. Accept criticism. Accept criticism, and not everybody is out to get you. And in my other show, Sing Swim or Be the Captain, I'm going to talk about how to not take things personally. Yes, some people are out there trying to get you, but what's for you is for you, they can't stop you, right? So be open to criticism, even those who are trying to get at you. Like, no, I'm not say that's too young, still fresh in the womb. But I listen to you. If you have something to say to me, I listen. If I don't see, if it's not a valid point, or if I pick up say it's coming from a place of hurt instead of aiding, I'm not gonna take it, but I'm gonna hear it. I'm gonna listen to you. And another thing that he said is clean the windscreen. Clean the windscreen. Clean the windscreen. You know what that means? If you start, let me see in this chapter if there's something that okay, he said clean the windscreen. Yeah, so if you don't have a major responsibility in something, the least you can do is support the team in any little way possible. For example, if your school is putting on a big production and you are not the main part of the team, and they need to go for some water, they need to go for snacks, they need to do them little things that to support the team, right? So clean the windscreen, so they can see. I highlighted something. Oh, he was talking about a teacher that didn't start as a runner, but by doing little things, she became a runner. And I think I'm like that. Am I fair to myself, or am I being hard on myself? Am I a jogger? Am I a runner? I think I'm mainly a runner. Sometimes we get discouraged and we start jog, but I'm mainly a runner. At work, I'm mainly a runner. Or in some areas of work, I'm a runner, but I need to fix that some areas thing, right? So alright, so accept criticism, clean the windscreen, take a hint, listen more than you talk. That's an area of concern for me. Listen more than you talk. I don't know. So last chapter of the book now, he spoke about allowing the runners to shine. Like as a leader, as a principal, as a boss, if you see somebody on your team that is extremely talented, extremely creative more than you, you don't try to jeopardize them or shun them or hide them or nothing, but you allow them to shine. You use up their skills and thing and let them know that you see them and you want to use them skill here, there. Allow them to shine. If you have a teacher that is, I don't know. I don't know what example I'm giving. I love this book. I didn't get to finish writing the review. Oh my god! But I'm trying my best to help joggers be their best self. So if you see a teacher, because the one thing I know about leaders is that they're able to see potential in their team that the team don't see. Like for example, somebody might see that I'm capable of, I don't know what kind of example maybe, but they see abilities. Leaders can see abilities in their team members that the team members are yet to see in themselves. So so you should help the jogger be them best self by, I don't know, probably assigning more tasks, not necessarily assigning more tasks. But how would, if I were a leader, how would I help a jogger? If I were a leader, how would I help a jogger? I would give them ideas. I would like, Miss Salter, I think you could. Hi, Mrs. Salter. All the time, expect me spoil my name. Soltau, Soltau, Elvy Soltau. What am I saying? I love this book. I really do love this book. I recommend it to you if you are passionate about changing your life. If you're passionate about being a better leader, I recommend this book. So, what in the back of it says, runners consistently go above and beyond. Joggers do jobs well without pushing themselves. Move Your Bus by Mr. Clark. When I'm finished with this channel, I'm gonna review the Mr. Clark movie, and I'm gonna review it. I love it. Let me see what notes did I have about Mr. Clark in this book. This is my book, my review book. Alright. Mr. Clark can be found. Mr. Clark is also the author of other books. Oh, there's something that he says that I wanted to say and I forgot. There are no dress down days. There are no dress down days. No dress down days. You should always be ready, and his staff is well dressed, but his staff is well dressed, like well dressed. You know what he did? He spoke about it in his book. He gifted his staff $1,000 to go and buy clothes for work, because he expects them to dress well for work. So he's equipping them, and that's something that I really like. Because not because it's money, but even you have to equip people. If you're gonna have high expectation of individuals, as a leader, you have to equip them. You have to provide them with the necessary training that they need. You have to also provide the necessary resources. You can't expect blood and give the people them stone. Can't have blood out of stone. That me did I try to say. But listen. I think Mr. Clark knows what he's doing. He's very strategic, and I follow him, and it's in my hopes, it's on my vision board to meet and work with Mr. Clark in the future. I don't know if I could be a teacher at the Ron Clark Academy. It's really high expectation. They really have high expectation of the staff, the students, and my little GPA. My little GPA can't work there. So I love this book. I really do. I don't think I did justice to the review. Mr. Clark also autographed the book. Oh my god, I'm not giving this book away. I changed my mind about that. Even if I'm gonna buy a copy for it, but not this copy. I hear you. He said, I hear you are a phenomenal educator. And you know what he said? You know what, right? He wrote my name and he said, run. I'm running, but I don't think I'm running as a teacher anymore. But I'm definitely running. I'm running. The thing about the book is he didn't write it for teachers. He wrote it for business people who want perfect personal development. So I'm taking his advice and I'm running. But I'm running. I'm running my life. and I'm the captain of my life. And if you haven't seen my show Sing, Swim, or Be the Captain, you can check it out. If you want more book reviews, you can also subscribe to this channel. Everything will be on this channel, but book reviews are on Thursdays. Oh, another thing before I forgot, this episode, oh my god, I had 2 sponsors for this episode and I totally forgot. Forgive me. This episode is sponsored by DG Makes Math Easy. Part of this episode is sponsored by DG Makes Math Easy, and another part is sponsored by the Denby High School Past Student Association. They're having bingo. I forgot the date, but I'm gonna put the flyer here. Please check it out. But over DG Makes Math Easy, they have live math classes every Saturday night. So this is Thursday. Remember to go and check them out on Saturday at 7 p.m. And if you like what you see over there, subscribe and stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Let's review with Elvy. See you next week with another book. Bye. Bye.